Yeah, but if you so their question is that if you're going to invite, for instance, let's assume that that's the case, you don't go there with this number of operatives.
No, so that's what I was explaining to you, that what is being shown on social media, the officers I'm seeing there are not from the BNI. There might be BNI officers involved, but those ones they are showing are not from the BNI. But the minority screw the headline, because after these are two things I've just explained to you. The BNI invitations can be done in person or in any other means appropriately. But once the BNI walk into your premises and arrest is on the table, nothing stops the execution. No matter the numbers that are in there, no matter whatever you do, once arrest is on the table, it will be executed. So let's speak to the core practices and the best practices, because one story says that they were inside, but they did not go to the room where he is. Alfred, if the BNI or the NIB entered your premises and you are the target for arrest, wherever you are in that house, they will look for you and they will arrest you. If they have a problem with his premises being, sex or people coming there, I can understand that this is NDC MPP. But let's not say that the BNI or the NIB got there to arrest him without an arrest warrant. That is not a true story. And from my checks, that is not what is on the table. We will need to look at it further.
So, Commodore, appreciate you for this. Thank you so much. Richard Commodore is a risk and security consultant joining us with his thoughts on this evolving matter. We're keeping an eye on how things are playing out.
And let's bring you some more here, because the hearing of the injunction applications against petitions for the removal of the Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu has suffered a snag following the indefinite suspension by the Supreme Court. Former Attorney General and lawyer for the MP for Otafo, Alfred Akrofi, criticized his successor for his absence in court. The case, initiated by Vincent Eko Osafwa, Member of Parliament for Otafo, seeks to challenge the constitutional validity of President John Mahama's decision to consult the Council of State on the matter without first seeking a response from the Chief Justice. Osafwa, represented by former Attorney General Alfred Akrofi, argues that this oversight violates the Chief Justice's right to a fair hearing and undermines judicial independence, citing Article 1466 of the 1992 Constitution. Listen to him speak to the media earlier today.
I'm sure it captures the remarks. So please, I'm not going to. I will say that the Lord has a fine way of exposing the hearts and desires of men. The Lord has an interesting way of exposing the hearts, the true desires of men. And indeed, it's been evidence in the affidavit filed by the Attorney General. They did not intend to accord any right of hearing to the Chief Justice until the matter was filed. And they indicated it in the affidavit. So it's quite clear. It's okay. I'll leave it at that. The merit determined by the court will argue in court.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And he had the former Attorney General Alfred Akrofi in that interview with Joseph Akable, and he is representing the MP for Otafo, Vincent Osafwa. We stay on legal issues because the Member of Parliament for Ase North, James Jachikwesin, has been acquitted and discharged of forgery and perjury charges by an Accra High Court. In a ruling delivered today, Justice Mary Mame Ekwa Yanzu upheld a submission of no case filed by the MP's lawyer, Chachu Chikata. The court held that the prosecution failed to establish the essential ingredients of the crimes with which the MP was charged. Specifically, the judge ruled that Mr. Kwesin did not make false declarations on his nomination forms for the 2020 elections. At the time, he declared that he owed allegiance to no other country besides Ghana. He had already submitted an application for renunciation of his Canadian citizenship. Therefore, the court held that his intent was not dishonest. The court further said that inconsistencies in the passport, a summary sheet and statutory declarations presented by prosecution witnesses and said that as a result, the court concluded that Mr. Kwesin could not be called upon to open his